Got some good news to start this video off with, actually. But let me give you some context here on why people got so upset about this. So, back in December 8th, 2022, that's when this article was posted. I don't know if this was exactly when people first started talking about this, but my point is it was years before the game came out. Warner and Rocksteady started hyping up Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League as Kevin Conroy's final appearance. This is it. This is going to be the last time you get to hear him as Batman. And they did this to hype the game up. Oh, you're going to get to hear him one more time. Finally, you'll still get to hear him, and this is going to be the final performance of Kevin Conroy. And it came out, and everybody was furious because they treated it badly, which I think has a lot to do with Sweet Baby, who we're also going to get to in this video. I think we're at the point now where if you see Sweet Baby attached to a project, don't buy it. If they put their hands in it, it's got problems, especially narratively. It's going to be a bad story. So stay away from it. Anything they touch, I'm not going to buy anymore. I think we can safely assume the game will be dog shit if Sweet Baby is attached to it. But I do have some good news on this. Thankfully, this will not be Kevin Conroy's final appearance as Batman. He will be appearing in two projects. One is the Bruce Timm Batman Caped Crusader animated series, which is going to be on Amazon Prime. The other is part 3 of the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths movie series that they're doing. They're animated movies. They go direct to streaming and Blu-ray. And I don't know if I haven't seen the first one yet. I actually plan on watching it soon. But he is going to be playing the Batman from the animated series that we all love in part 3, because those are multiversal stories. So it would make sense to have him in there, probably even just as a cameo. But he's going to be in that. His final performance will likely be in that movie. Now, what's messed up about this is they knew this was happening. They probably knew this was happening a while ago, because animation is not quick. It takes a minute to do animation. Actually, well, I don't know if Caped Crusader is hand-drawn or not. I think the Justice League movies, the Crisis on Infinite Earths, are computer animation that looks 2D. But either way, these weren't just thrown in the oven yesterday. These have been in production for a while. So they knew Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was not his final performance, but they ran with it anyway. They ran with it for 2 years. They haven't said shit. Like I said, this article is from 2022. Okay? And this isn't the only outlet that was running with this story. They've been saying this for years. It's his final performance. That was to sell the game. Oh, yeah, I want to see his final performance because I know how big he is. He is Batman. So the only reason I think we're finding out about this now is because of the backlash to this stupid game. Because people are pissed. You treat him like dog shit to prop up Harley Quinn and had him pretty much just get mocked in his death is stupid. There's a better way to handle that. The game is a disaster. They piss on Flash's corpse. It's a joke. The only one that gets a proper death is Wonder Woman. I wonder why. Probably because of Sweet Baby, but we'll get to them in a second. So this is not his final performance. Thank God. He's going to get a much better send-off with this Crisis movie because he'll be the character, well, the version of the character that we all love. The one from Batman the Animated Series. The timeless show that will be watchable for decades to come because it's so damn good. But this game, no one's going to be talking about this game in a couple of months. So thankfully, he gets a much better send off. Even if these movies and that show sucks, at least they don't piss on him. So this is great news in my opinion. I was glad to see this. But they had to release this because of the backlash. Well, now the game is so tarnished, it's ruining the game. Sales, let's get this out of here. Now it is no longer. But it's funny that they wait this long and don't reveal this till right now. Now let's talk about Sweet Baby. This was sent to me by Learning the Law. It's an interesting little 35-second clip. This is, I don't know who this is at Sweet Baby, but this is somebody that apparently represents them. Let's take a listen to this clip.
When we look at these white guys who are supposedly our core audience, I kind of want to imagine that as consumers of a lot of different products, they also want to experience new and different stories. And I think we need to step out of this rule that all white men lack imagination to the point that they can understand and enjoy aliens or monsters, high fantasy, dwarves, anything, so long as it's through a lens that looks like them. Because ultimately, if that's the kind of person that you decide you're going to work for, that's the kind of person you're going to design for, you're never going to innovate your work. And when we look at these white guys who are supposed...
These people, man, this is all they think about. All they think about. Look how it has womanized all over its shit. Well, they womanized the hell out of this game, didn't they? When they made made Wonder Woman the only one to get a respectable death. All they talk about is white man, white man, white man, white man, white man. And as he says here, notice they don't talk about white women. Sweet Baby Inc. Still protected. They've been protected for a while. Any game they're attached to, I will be looking at with a very, very skeptical eye. This Suicide Squad game is a giant disaster. I haven't seen a disaster like this in some time. But this game, it's something special. Rocksteady Suicide Squad shaping up as a catastrophic failure, showing no respect for Batman Arkham canon. That's 100% true. Not only does it not show any respect for the canon, it also doesn't seem to show much respect for actual DC comic book canon. I'm no Green Lantern expert, okay? But I'm pretty sure King Shark cannot use a Green Lantern's ring and conjure up these kinds of manifestations. Now, there's been times where other people have used the ring that weren't chosen. Green Lantern has done it, and Batman have done it. But they were barely able to use the ring. In fact, if I'm right, Green Lantern passed out from using it because it was just too hard for him to use. Batman could barely use it. But yeah, King Shark, sure, he can have a whole suit come on him. Absolutely. And then it goes into the water. It should fly off and go to find somebody it chooses. Sure as hell wouldn't have chosen him. I believe you have to be good for it to choose you. But yeah, sure. He can just use the ring. Now, some people pointed out Doomsday has used it, and he has. I'm sure Doomsday has tremendous willpower. That's the big key. Tremendous willpower that lets you do these kinds of things. And they don't pay any attention. All Green Arrow could do was manifest an arrow. King Shark can manifest a giant great white shark. Sure. These people have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Instead of hiring Sweet Baby as consultants, why don't you hire somebody that actually knows what the hell is going on at DC Comics? And now, to be fair, DC Comics has quite the screwed up canon. It is broken all over the place. They've had to retcon upon retcon upon retcon. However, I think it's pretty universal. I think it's pretty standard to how that damn ring works at this point. So, he shouldn't be able to use it, but he's using it just fine. It's just another example that These people just don't care, and it's such a joke that nobody cares. This is why these properties are in the state that they're in, because they don't care. Anyway, that's pretty much it. At least Kevin Conroy can go out with some dignity a little bit here and have proper Batman appearances in these other movies. But shame on them for telling people for 2 years for sales that this was his final appearance. And they knew it wasn't his final appearance at least a year and a half ago. However long it would have taken for him to come in and record those voices when they made that decision. And they still ran with this being his final performance to boost sales, and it backfired spectacularly in their face. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.